From an American Western TV series that has amassed millions of viewers worldwide to how it became such a major success, these are all the reasons Yellowstone became a big hit. Now, if you have been waiting to jump on the Yellowstone bandwagon, then take this as your sign to take the leap. I mean, come on. The popular Western series is already in its 5th season, so we are very excited to give you several reasons why you need to be tuning in to one of the hottest series on TV right now. Besides the obvious one being, it's the best thing since sliced bread. Okay, all jokes aside, let's stop wasting time and jump right in. First and foremost, we have to start with the iconic theme song. The intro has become such a beloved part of the series for so many. You know when you hear that tune, something great is about to happen. I mean, if not to establish the mood of the show, what purpose does the intro theme serve? The epic composition produced by Brian Taylor delivers precisely that. The menacing mood and flaming visuals offer us clear hints as to what is to come. It gets us excited just thinking about it. In the orange firelight and the setting sun, we can see livestock, oil pumps, a gorgeous environment, and its exploitation. Everything that Yellowstone embodies. While we all often press the skip intro button, Yellowstone will have you singing along every time. Speaking of beautiful things, this list wouldn't be complete without mentioning the insanely amazing landscape on which Yellowstone is shot. To be fair, the spectacular scenery almost serves as a character in and of itself. It may only act as a backdrop to the dramatic scenes that play out at the ranch, but the landscape lets you appreciate John Dutton's devotion to his ranch and home. Yellowstone has a lot going on in the prairie, the forest, the river, and even the mountains. These locations are used for both routine ranch work as well as sporadic vacations to find solitude, tranquility, and occasionally even romance. They are also the home base for tales of battle, murder, and unlikely encounters with bears and outsiders. So, where exactly was Yellowstone shot? And can we buy a ticket to visit? Well, the majority of the show is shot on location in Utah and Montana. And whether it's chaos or serenity, the scenery is 100% real. Speaking of things being completely real, we couldn't forget the horses, a very central part of the American Western TV series. Yellowstone deserves major praise for bringing in the best of the best from the AQHA, otherwise known as the Australian Quarter Horse Association, to be part of the performance. Even though this reason may only resonate with all the equestrian lovers out there. Without these guys, we would not get to experience those awesome, captivating horse scenes. And what would a cowboy be without his horse? Exactly. Let's start with Season 1, Episode 5, which featured NRHA Million Dollar rider and trainer Andrea Fapani, alongside AQHA reigning world champion and National Reining Horse Association Futurity champion Lil Joe Cash. In this episode, all the horse lovers who wanted to watch excellent riding on television were satisfied. Some of the shots were almost unbelievable, and if you love everything horses, then Yellowstone is a serious must-watch. On a very similar note, Yellowstone embodies everything cowboy. People love Yellowstone because it accurately captures the spirit of the American West during the 1900s. The fact that everyone dressed up as Rip and Beth for Halloween the year the series debuted is a perfect illustration of this. The show does an amazing job of allowing viewers to feel like they are experiencing life on the ranch, while still offering the drama that everyone seeks from any good TV series. Now, of course, Yellowstone would have never become the major hit it is today without the gripping storyline that keeps viewers on their toes, unable to look away. This is probably why, during its pilot episode all the way back in 2018, the now iconic series brought in 8.8 million viewers. Incredible, right? But even more impressive, over its 5 seasons, it has kept these numbers, consistently bringing in 5 to 12 million viewers from season to season. Now, one of the main reasons it has attracted such a loyal fan base has to be the drama, otherwise known as the plot. The show's breathtaking surroundings are unbeatable, but what about the actual plot? Well, for those who aren't aware, or maybe forgot, the central conflict of the show revolves around the Dutton Ranch, the biggest contiguous property in the United States, which is headquartered in Montana. The series deals with difficulties involving the Broken Rock Indian Reservation, the state, and real estate investors. Essentially, this one hits all the marks. But honestly, you have to watch it to fully understand just how great it is. Now, since we are already on the topic, the family drama in Yellowstone is next level and, might we add, brutal. Yellowstone is undoubtedly a contemporary Western drama, but as it goes on, it develops into a grim, downright sad family drama. John Dutton is devoted to his ranch and wants his kids to be as well. Allegiance is everything, and weakness is forbidden. The rancher Lee is the oldest son, played by Dave Annable. The cold-blooded, astute, and ambitious lawyer Jamie, played by Wes Bentley, seeks independence from his father. The brash, former soldier-turned-horse trainer named Casey, portrayed by the one and only Luke Grimes, is frightened of being attracted back to the ranch. However, the cruelest of them all has to be Beth, perfectly played by Kelly Riley. She is a vicious businesswoman who would destroy anyone who gets in her father's way. Together, they make up a very dysfunctional family that makes every effort to survive in the lawless, corrupt, and heartless country they helped establish. Though there are obviously many feelings swirling about, there is no joy, happiness, or space to express them at Yellowstone. This family drama unquestionably captures your heart and attention despite being gloomy, depressing, and ugly. What a whirlwind, right? Just imagine watching it. Speaking of the family, Yellowstone is full of characters that you just love to hate. The majority of the characters in the series are far from perfect. We are talking miles. Yet it's the flaws, bad choices, and dubious actions that keep us interested in these dysfunctional characters. Also, a lot of the drama originates there, leading to heated arguments, along with some of the best acting on the show. This is probably why it continues to draw in massive audiences worldwide. Another aspect that makes Yellowstone such a big hit has to be its realism. It very accurately portrays the difficulties that the Western industry was grappling with during this time period. For example, the Dutton family has encountered problems with cattle rustlers, land developers, and claims from the Indian reservation that the land they hold is really theirs. Now, if you weren't aware, modern ranches deal with all of these challenges, still to this day, particularly those involving developers. Interesting, right? It helps the series become more realistic and really gives the viewer the sense that this is how things were back in the 1930s. Last but not least, since Yellowstone became such a global success, various sequels and spin-offs have already been carefully crafted. Some are even available to watch as we speak. So if you can't get enough of the show, you're in luck. Now, each spin-off examines the Yellowstone world from a different angle. All bases are and will be covered. Currently, there are 3 spin-off shows for Yellowstone, while 6666 is a spin-off show set simultaneously with Yellowstone. That has not yet been released. 1883 and 1923 are prequel shows set generations before Yellowstone, and they are available to binge right now, with more seasons set to appear on our screens very soon. So, from a series that has seemingly taken over the world, with fans hanging on every last moment, to all the reasons why it became such a huge hit, this is everything you need to know about Yellowstone's success and how they achieved it.